Zidane Deany, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We are back with another live stream, and of course, we are playing some Final Fantasy 14. And not only are we playing Final Fantasy 14, we are, of course, going to be playing through the Christmas event, as well as we're also going to be doing the raid series. Pretty much the whole point of today's live stream is going to be get as much done before the event, before the holidays officially starts, because next week there's not going to be any streams. So yeah, there will be a stream tomorrow. I will say that right now. Exactly what it is, I'm not 100% certain. I have two ideas that are currently in my mind. One is we continue to play as Halabali and do some stuff there. The other thing, and I would kind of like to hear some people's thoughts, we might start playing as Zoe, who is my Lalafell. And we might play, because she still has like a long ways to go before she's even, because she's still in Realm Reborn stuff. So, we will see. We will discuss that in the next. We will discuss that as the time goes on, and hopefully we get some more people in here. And we will see if we actually do much with that. But yes, it's time for We Three Kinder Punch. Olivali, what a pleasure to see you again. In this most festive of seasons. Allow me to reiterate my thanks for your contributions to Starlight Past. Inspired by an old Guardian tale, the Starlight Celebration is about granting wishes of children, and this year we're bringing back the festive market that offers joy and merriment to young and old alike, the Starlight Stalls. The first time around, the Carlin Canopy supplied us with Kinder Punch, a kind of mold punch, which we provided to guests. It provided it proved tremendously popular, so we're planning to provide it again with a twist. Alas, with all the celebrants busy attending to the preparations at the stalls, we haven't been able to get working on said twist. If you're not otherwise occupied, might you be willing to lend us a hand? Sure. I'm truly grateful. Without further ado, please join me at Carlin's Canopy stall at the market. There I shall explain the particulars to you. When you're ready, the guide yonder will be glad to escort you through. I shall see you anon. Okay. Alright, into the Starlight Stalls. But yeah. It is looking more festive this year. I believe last year it was pretty tame, all things considered. I'm really hoping that they will actually start doing some cool stuff around here. Like, could you imagine for a moment if they did like a festive chocobo race? I don't know. I think the thing that I've always that I feel is really needed when it comes to the Christmas and pretty much all of the events is that there needs to be actual stuff to do. Like, could you imagine just like various different seasonal games? Like they could be mini games or whatever. Maybe they give you some bonus Christmas things. I don't know, different things like that. My thanks again for assisting us. I've asked Miona to join me. Wait, I thought that she was actually here for a sec. To join me in explaining our punch plans. She should be along any moment now. Ah, so you're the adventurer who's been roped in to help. Yep, pretty much. An excellent choice, given the fine work you did distributing the punch last festival. It was favored among attendees, and the mugs had desired effect on promoting the Carline Canopy. When I mentioned this to my guild counterparts in the other city-states, they were keen to have their homes represented on the mugs as well. So we had these beauties made. Yay! They bear local vistas and motifs such as the galleon for Limsa de Minsa and the cactuar for Ulda, with seasonal flourishes worked for a festive touch. Since we now have 3 lovely mugs, we thought it would be fitting to serve up 3 varieties of Kinder Punch. In Gridania, punch is traditionally made by simmering juice of locally grown apples with blood currants, cinnamon, and various herbs. For the Leminson and Ulden varieties, I'm keen to incorporate ingredients found in their respective locales, but I haven't been able to decide for what. And therein lies our request. Hello, could we get some old punch, please? Whoa, new mug designs! And there's a picture of other cities. I wonder what they're like. Oh, young Jolton. The punch isn't ready yet, but it shan't be long now. We are currently preparing 2 new varieties, you see, using ingredients from the cities shown on these mugs. It does me well to see these younglings' curiosity for faraway lands. It further motivates me to serve up Kinder Punch that will not disappoint, which brings me back to the task we have for you. We ask that you investigate what ingredients we should use to create punch that best captures each nation. Gridania Market attracts many visitors from the realm over. An adventurer such as yourself should have no trouble identifying suitable individuals and coaxing out the relevant information. Cool. Your confidence is most assuring. I shall prize the other celebrants of your situation, and then return to Mikito's amphitheater. I look forward to your findings. Okay, cool. Can we do the Can we mount up in here? No, we cannot. I was kind of hoping to run around in the little snowman thing, actually. All right. Okay, so these are outside. Oh, look, a sled that crashed. You know what would be fun? And I don't know if they would actually do this, but a sled. Do a sled mount. Maybe it could be pulled by 2 reindeer, or it could be, I don't think it should be pulled by, like, all 8 reindeer, because that would be freaking massive. But could you imagine for a moment, like, a 2 reindeer sled, and yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly how that would work, but we'll see. Hello. You wish to make a drink that represents Ul'dah? Tea would be a good place to start. We Uldans kick it through the day without a good, strong brew. It's served up anywhere you can get feed. Doesn't matter if it's a slap-up meal or just street treat. I've heard tell that the Sultana takes hers with a generous helping of butter and honey. Aside from tea, Thanalan has specialties like vanilla, cloves, black pepper, and pearl ginger. The finest stuff can cost as much as gemstones. Okay. What's that? Ingredients are that are distinctly Uldan? Well, most of my countrymen would say nopal and spices, but that would be selling our cuisine short. Verdining should be an adventure. The thrill of the unknown, triumph of audacity. A dish should have all the drama and championship bout at the Colosseum. Oh yes, such an experience may be a little stimulating for children, but we grown-ups can appreciate a little excitement. Wouldn't you agree? Okay. You want to make punch with Leminsian twist? Then you'll want to use plenty of Lenosian oranges, lowland grapes, and lemons. So very fruity. Got it. Lenosian citrus is renowned far and wide. It's featured heavily in Leminsian cuisine ever since sailors started using it to ward off scurvy. And I always ensure that our restaurant has ample stock. I'm in charge of procurement at the Bismarck. You see, if you're after quality citrus, I'd be glad to introduce you to our suppliers. Okay, thank you. Alright, back to the frickin' thing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Welcome back, Hollowbelly. Were you able to learn anything promising? I sure was. Kinda, sorta. Oh, those ingredients seem representative of Limsa Limensa and Ulda indeed. We celebrants should be able to procure the items, so pray leave it to us. Once the Kinder Punch has been prepared, we would be pleased if you would do the honors and serve it. When it is time, please present yourself to my colleague at the Starlight Stalls. And if you happen to have a moment now, might I trouble you to speak with the little ones from earlier? I'm hoping you could learn which city holds the greatest interest for each of them. In so doing, you would be recommended. I would be able to recommend varieties of punch that would be most meaningful. Okay, back to the stalls. Okay. The punch is almost ready. I can't wait to have some. What do I like to eat? We have apples and berries here in the woods, but I'd love to try fruits from other places too. Okay, so you want Limsa. And you... Oh, you're the adventurer from before. The mold punch is almost ready. Hooray! I want to learn about new places, so it's hard to decide on a punch. There's no ocean in Gridania, so you also want Limsa. Okay, that's 2 Limsas. And I'm assuming that the last one wants Ulda. They're giving out hot drinks? That sounds great. I'm visiting with my mom. It's my first time in Gridania, so I guess I want to learn more about everything here. Okay, so you want Gridania. Are we going to have to choose this? Because it sounded kind of... Yeah. Because it sounds like 2 Uldas and 1 Gridanian. Oh, excellent timing. We've received the last of the ingredients and are now brewing the new varieties of Kinder Punch. We expect a throng of children will descend upon us as soon as we begin serving. Are you ready to attend them? I'm ready. Okay. I think I'm as ready as I can be. I hope that this is not too challenging. A friend of mine used to live in Ul'dah, and he tells me stories about it that I've always wanted to know what it's like there. If you have something like that. So, Ul'dah punch. Easy. Wow, this is really good. It's like a sweet tea with spices. Is this what Ul'dah smells like, I wonder? I'm going to get my friend to come too. Okay. And here comes another one. Hello. I'd love to see what fruits from other places taste like. Do you have a punch? That was the Lominsian. And I'm assuming that the Gridanian one is the last one. Oh, it's sour but sweet. I love it. I had no idea that grew so many kinds of citruses in La Noscea. Oh, hello again, my little friends. And then you want something from Gridania, right? You here for punch too? Come on, let's go together. Go up together. All right. I heard there's a place called the Colosseum where gladiators fight each other. I want a punch that makes me feel like I'm there. So that will be the Ul'dah. Hello again. I've never had mold punch before. I'm not sure which one I should try. You can have Gridanian, because that one is kind of certain. So the Colosseum is in Ul'dah. I'd love to see a fight there one day. But right now, there's a fight in my own mouth. Ooh, the spices in punch sure are a pack a punch. Thank you. I love the apple flavor, and the mug is beautiful too. I hope that I can meet some Muggles while I'm in Gridania. Too bad Muggles are a bit flighty. They're not exactly visible to everyone. At least he's wearing something this time. Freaking guy. What to choose? I suppose I'd like a punch that makes me feel like I'm sailing far. Yeah. Minson. It's pretty simple. I was pretty sure it was going to be pretty simple with these things. It was basically like, hey, get the thing that is kind of related to the town. And like, if you know, maybe early on, when you're doing this for like, it might be a little bit more challenging. But if you've played the game for like a good while, then you're pretty much fine. Wow, that's a great blend of flavors. I just love this, the design on the mug. It's ships like this that connect the whole world. Thank you, Maris. I've had a lot of fun. Hello. Seems the children really enjoyed their punch. You did well indeed with your selections. From here on, we celebrants will tend to the punch distribution. With your fine example as a guide, you need only report back to Amgaranji. She will be eager to know where we fare. How we fare. Okay. Yeah, that was extremely freaking simple. But yeah, so like I was saying about the sled thing, I think there's actually a few options. One is chocobos. Chocobos would make sense. Two is reindeer, because we do have the reindeer mount. Is there, what's over here? Just more of that. So yeah, so chocobos, the reindeer, but also another thing that I think would be kind of interesting is a yan. I feel like they're probably not gonna do a yan, for a while, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, this place is fun. It's so cute. And we got all sorts of little references to previous seasons. Obviously it's been a few years that this has been happening, so that the events have been happening, so yeah. But it's fun. I do like the area. I think that they do need to do something with the area that outside of just the event. But yeah. Or outside of this quest, I should say. Stuff that you don't have to do, but you can, is basically my point. I've just finished putting out the word, I've just been putting out a few proverbial fires at the guild, so I thought I'd come by and see how you were getting on. Pretty well. The more the merrier, as I always say, and if you're here, my friend, may I assume that the Kinder Punch has been handed out to the little ones as planned? Yep. Everyone enjoyed. We truly are in your debt. With your help, we have not only brought the children festive cheer, but also expanded their horizons. Of course, they're all more than welcome to return and try the other types of punch. The longer they enjoy themselves at the stalls, the better. True. There you are, Adventure. I want to thank you again, and Miss Ganji and Mione too. It was an absolute pleasure. If you enjoyed the punch, then nothing would please us more. Cool. When I grow up, I want to be someone who knows lots about the world like you, miss. I'll go and see what's out there for myself and tell everyone all about it. And I want to tell everyone about Gridania, too. The Starlight Stalls have reminded me just how much I love it here. That is a wonderful wish, and I've no doubt the spinner herself has heard it. When the time comes, it'll be my pleasure to register you as an adventurer, young man, and I look forward to hearing your tales of courage and high adventure. That goes for you as well, of course. I mean, I've already been on so many freaking adventures. Granted, this is like these quests are always meant to be something that you can do at any time. So, yeah. It seems you've truly inspired young Jolten. And should you have time to spare, you should potentially inspire even more souls by helping us serve up more Kinder Punch. So wait, can you serve more Kinder Punch in there? Is that like a side quest or something? Okay. We'll take a look in a sec. Alright. First things first. Use that. Starlight Celebrant. Okay. We will get one of each of these. I'm probably not going to put them out in my house, but... So, one sec. Let's see here. Where is the new... Okay. So there's the Lumensin Gulp. You can't see. Which is very nice. And this is the looping one, obviously. Then there's the Grenanian one. The Olden one. And then the Sip, I believe, for each of these is not looping. It's pretty much the exact same thing, it's just one time. Oh? Maybe I'm wrong. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the sips are not looping. You just drink it twice and then it's done. And then the gulps they will loop pretty much indefinitely. Okay. Yeah. And those are those. Okay. Okay. Food vendor. Okay, so those are just standard foods. Okay. Is there actually... I think that almost everything that they do here... Oh, it's these guys! It's the... okay. I'm curious then who's here. You look familiar. I'm not 100% certain who that is. But yeah, it looks like there's a few different people. So that's the Gunbreaker guys. Oh, those are there are two adventure leaders. I don't see. You're back. Oh, so this is the way that you can do. You can serve Starlight Punch if you want. You were a member of the guild, I believe. Or wait, I'm forgetting exactly who people are because there's so many of these guys, and I recognize a few of them. You were part of the big thing. I think that this was one of our people from the role class, or maybe that one. I don't know. But there's hi. There's one of our favorites. Okay. Okay, so there's a few people for sure that we recognize. Okay, so you just sell dyes and junk. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Hello? Purchase items. Oh, okay, so this Starlight Celebrant is the same one that we have in the city, but it's this way you're actually able to purchase the things in here. I think they do both as basically a way to make sure that you can do either if you need to. You're the Carpenter Guild guy, I believe. I feel like I know you people, but I'm not 100% certain. It's been a while since I've been through most of the quests. I think that a lot of the people around the stalls are basically the various different guild leaders. You were involved with like a previous event, I believe. Yeah. Some of the kids. Flower vendor. You just sell the flowers, right? Yeah. Yeah, you sell like all the seeds and junk. Okay. I'm assuming that there's probably more people like out in the city as well as like just around here. It'd be kind of nice to see like frickin' all sorts of people. I don't. Oh, you're a. Oh, these guys are Garlands. Or from Garlemald. Huh. I really have to look through a lot of this shit if I want to be certain who everyone is. All right, there's our freaking Saint of Nemia. But yeah. But it's fun, I do have to say. And it's going to be interesting to look through everything and see if you can find every single person. Who you can find, who everyone is. You guys were important with the Ishgard stuff, I believe. And like I said, it's been a while. It has been quite a while since I've been here. Since I've gone through a lot of quests. So, if I'm... because a lot of the faces kind of meld together. You're just a Lalafell. I think. But yeah. I don't see anybody immediately important. Yeah, and I think pretty much everyone is... Yeah. Until 5 years ago... Okay. But yeah, I think pretty much everyone is probably actually in the stalls rather than being out here. Because it did get really insane when there were like a shit ton of people all around here. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and go talk to Yana. Okay. To True View. Alright, this way. Let's go ahead and get these, raids done. That's gonna be our main goal for the day. Hey, Yana. I've asked Honey and the others to come as well before they arrive. Let's have a quick refresher of the situation. Okay. During your cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring, not least of all Retsara, who was already afflicted with Zekro. Yeah. There was one who couldn't be persuaded, though, Brute Bomber. I myself developed symptoms of psychochronesis. After Tropa ambushed us, I got a little carried away using Feral Soul to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when Niuni discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Eutrope hostage. He wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. But in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure, the drop of life, as he said, and he said he'd divulge its location if you could become Grand Champion. How did he learn all of this? Where does he get his information? We never met the man, so he's a complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. So the last battle has to be against him, I assume. Yeah, this is everyone, I think. Hello, my dears. We let ourselves through the back. You never know who's watching after all. Hey, what's the occasion? We having a retirement party or something? Sorry, hon, but I haven't met the president in the flesh, either. He's only called me a few times to give instructions and it wasn't him but met him who came to me and recruited me. at one of my performances. While he recruited me and Hector in person, all contact afterwards was via communicator. He speaks solely about business, never private matters. Okay, so Red Sara has met him, as has Hector. Same with me, I'm afraid. Dancing Green, on the other hand, is well acquainted with the man. Oh, you are? After a fashion, the geezer has a love for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often has had debates about the best way to engage the audience. Yeah, that seems intentional. Just saying. Well, I believe the key is making folks feel good. He insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort, and that's the job of a heel. It is when the loathsome are laid low that the audience knows the highest high, and the fighters burn brightest, he always said. That sort of poetic justice has appeal. I'll admit, for proof, you need to look no further than the frantic crowds at the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damn good showman. Right. The president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblom. Oh, okay. Lindblom? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Well, what do you know? Unfortunately, I've never gotten the opportunity to hear more about his past. The last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. That would be around when Medem approached Honey. I wonder if something happened to the president that kept him from appearing in public. But with the limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. So even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president. Our play remains Halabali becoming grand champion. Only then will the president share the cure whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we do have that hand. But if we're to use it, we must first rescue Etrope and Miyuni. And you all should stop wearing your frickin' regulators. So as to not to endanger them, the plan we will need to be discreet and foolproof. And I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought you had to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana's sisters and give them, that rotten president, a piece of our minds. Got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art and entertainment shouldn't come at the cost of those who make it. Ain't that right, Sugar? Alright, let's kick his ass. Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, we'll work to free my sister while Halabali continues her campaign to become grand champion. It goes without saying, but I'll continue supporting you as your second. Together, we'll carve a path through the heavyweight division. It seems we all have our tasks. The rest of us will begin exploring ways to rescue the girls at once. Alright, and all of you take off your frickin' regulators. Take off your frickin' regulators. Okay. So there is about to be an Arcadian broadcast. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparations, but it couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of the Arcadian Hour. For today's special guests, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unenhanced upstart, Hullaballi, in the ring. The Devilish Divine? Okay. Vamp Fatale. Okay. Thanks for putting that in my T-Raid game. As indicated by her appellation, Hullaballi has climbed her way up the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become the grand champion, they would be able to do as they please with the Arcadian Soul Repository. And it seems they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Arcadian, leaving the championship of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Don't make me laugh. The upstart would have only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles. That will blow them away, and you simply can't get that without feral souls. Bullshit. So saith the lady. What do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. Please tell me we're not actually. Fight without feral souls? What's even the point? This is the Arcadian we're talking about. If I can't watch muscular women imbued with the beast soul squeeze the life out of her enemies, she's, like she's making juice, I'm not interested. This is not frightening at all. What do you think? Yeah. The unenhanced warrior? Just a novelty. I reckon there to drum up excitement for the championship. It was interesting at first, I'll admit, but the act has gotten old, and everyone has had enough of it. I know I have. Wow. Frankly, I despise the upstart. She forced the Halloween Blade to retire without a outrageous wager, for one thing. We don't need some outsider barging in and running roughshed over our traditions. Leave the Arcadian alone, you hear me? Leave the Arcadian alone. Wow, these people are... See, no one wants a pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh, that's odd. There should have been some interviews who support Hullaballi as well. Oh my gosh. She is just completely a frickin'... Yeah. What he said earlier. Or perhaps not. Yeah, she's not creepy at all. What are you talking about? You're next, darling. You've been... Okay. We're... This is gonna be, interesting. Oh, my camera froze. At probably the worst time. Very odd. Very weird. Oh, whoops. I didn't see that. But that's fine. I'm sorry you had to see that, Hullaballi. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. But you have plenty of supporters out there, and that's the honest truth. Met him? Oh no. Actual supporters. Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, miss. I'll keep cheering you on, so please don't give up. There are many of us who feel the same. We believe in you, and we wanted you to know that. I get nervous when I watch you fight, but at the same time I'm inspired, given courage. I don't get that from fighters who use feral souls. And all of these guys don't even have regulators. That's awesome. That's right, and don't forget, souls weren't even used in the Arcadian in the beginning. I bet the other fighters could also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. Battles with feral souls are a spectacle. There's no denying that. But by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fights, on the other hand, are as real as it gets, and it fires me up like nothing else. So keep your head held high and keep fighting the good fight in the heavyweight division. Please let me join your gym. I want to become a fighter just like Halabali. Well, now, we'd be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you, though, the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back when you're with your parents for a tour first? She is right. See, you have quite the following. Even if there aren't more feral souls, it doesn't spell the end of the Arcadian. Many people admire and support you, and it's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'd love to come out of retirement and fight unenhanced myself, and I believe the others feel the same. Now take off your frickin' thing. Is that so? Alright, we'll be there. Time to fight. This is it, Halabali. The heavyweight matches are beginning. Metam asked us to meet him at the green room as usual. Okay, let's do this. Alright, let's go. Alright. Okay. Arcadian. Hello. Yep. Alright, madam, what do you have to say? It's good to see you again, my friends. How have you been? We've been better. What's the big idea with that broadcast? I'm sorry, but that was the president's orders. It was all I could do to drop a hint that there were other opinions. The mass retirement in the cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince the heavyweight fighters to quit. They've been informed about their psychosis, and choose to continue fighting of their own volition. That's because they've been told that if they can defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure their affliction. God, that bastard and his low tricks. Victory is your only way through this. So what anger you have, I suggest you channel into the ring, as you did before. I have no doubt that you will make your mark in the heavyweight division as well. That's fine. Alright, I'm assuming talk to Yana, and we do the fight. Grrr. Just when I think I've seen it all with the president, he comes up with another underhanded move. What if what Madam says is true? We've little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. There's nothing for it but to stay the course then. While you fight to become grand champion, we trust in the others to rescue my sisters. If we can get to the drop of life's whereabouts from the president in the end, we'll be able to save everyone. So we're fighting the president at the end, right? Or are we fighting Madam? One of the two. It has to be one of the two. Right then, let's take a look at your first heavyweight opponent. I'm assuming it's the girl. Yeah. The one who's... Yeah. Vamp Fatal, whom you had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the soul of a Desmond, a giant bat whose powers allow her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure. Okay. Remember, you have plenty of fans who believe in you, so believe in yourself and show them the strength of the unenhanced warrior. I assume this is the music that we're going to be listening to through the battle. Now get out there and give Vamp Fatal what's for, and claim your first heavyweight victory. Jeez. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Alright. Heavyweight M1. Alright, and now we wait. It probably won't take too long. It would probably take less time if we were to tank or heal. But we're not going to do that right now. Oh, there we go. It's boosting already. All right. So while we're waiting for that, I don't believe there's too much else, but we should probably start working on these. Oh, no, never mind. Cool. Dang. Okay. Oh my gosh, the people.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Femme Fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Okay, that okay, so she's pretty similar to
Come.
the other one, I guess. Okay. It seems to make sense.
I will hear you scream.
That's probably, yep, got rid of those sides.
Femme Fatale poised to execute a fatality.
You will become a stone on this.
Challenger has nowhere left to run!
Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, I see. You have to keep really good track of this shit.
Oh, not fast enough, I'm afraid.
Jeez, this is kind of a tough fight, actually. Like, I'm understanding it now a little bit, but it's still not
Just
simple.
my faithful minions. Give me your ether.
Excuse me?
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
Oh, come on.
Release the ether! The challenger's in her realm now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
What fighting spirit!
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
Okay, this... They know their frickin' audience, which is kind of concerning.
It's a veritable rain of blood! Under and down. Can they recover from this?
Ow. Frick. Okay, that part is kind of... those phases are just dangerous as hell.
I need more ether.
She's draining the cloud's ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling alright.
Oh! I did not realize it was going to be more than usual. Okay, that is significantly more than than previously. So she's getting stronger, for sure.
In pain lies pleasure.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end?
Fuck. Oh, shit. Shit, 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 shit. I've lost control.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
Oh, those are massive. Holy shit. What the fuck? The only people who survived were the ones that weren't in it.
On your knees, damn you!
Is that one where you have to sacrifice yourself? Because holy shit. I don't think you're gonna be able to win this, dude. Unless this tank is, like, really freaking good at keeping himself alive. Yeah, no. He's not doing it. Jeez. That's insane. What the fuck?
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
There's so many raid wides for this. It's insane.
Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Come.
Wait for the thing. Wait for those to go off, and then dash in. But yeah, those tank busters get bigger and bigger throughout the fight.
This is my I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Van Fatale poised to execute a fatality.
Wait for that. Thank you. Luckily, no one died that time, so that's good.
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
Part of me wonders if, like, the arena, like, later in the fight, if, like, everyone is just gone.
Unreal Town, can they recover from this?
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
The spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger attack? It's a veritable rain of death. Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance? What fighting spirit?
Ow, fuck. I got hit by that, which is annoying.
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
Okay, we're entering the bigger phase, which is annoying.
Raining the crowd ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling alright.
Looks like the crowd is still standing pretty significantly.
In pain lies bliss.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end?
Everyone together. Everyone together. Frick, fuck, 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 fuck. Heals, 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 heals. Okay, we got her. We got her down. Jeez. Okay, so at least you didn't pull a... At least you didn't pull... Yeah.
Victory goes to the challenger.
I was kind of concerned that all of these fights were going to end the same way that the Brute Bomber fight did. Where they were just dead afterwards.
It's all over. Until next time.
Let's go ahead and need things. It's not like we're actually going to get more than one. But might as well need everything and then pass on whatever. Okay, cool. Took people a bit. So I'm probably going to get the helmet. Alright. Oh yeah, and we are officially in the... You need to do this stuff weekly now. Joy. Who hasn't rolled? There we go. I knew that it was probably going to be the head. So we want to get another head, probably, is going to be our main goal. Okay, and then this is the water one, right? Now then, there's a bit of time before your next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than the Wicked Thunder, Eutrope. For that reason, for reasons we know all too well, you have to call up a replacement, and who that is hasn't been decided yet. So let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, Restara has made some progress on the rescue. Alright. I wish that there was a Aetheryte right next to the thing. But I understand why they didn't do that. But there really should be something closer. Because this is just... This is kind of ridiculous. That boy from before, what could be the matter? Hey now, what's wrong? Your gym, they wrecked it. What? What? Who wrecked our gym? It's really not that bad. It's really not. That's like nothing. Who? Why? Hey there, kitty cat. We made ourselves at home while you were out. You're the ones who did this. We heard this was the Unenhanced Cook's haunt, so we decided to drop by to say hello. What have we here? It's the dynamic duo who've taken tag team matches by storm. The Extremes. Could they be Hallaballi's next opponent? The Unenhanced Warrior is a single specialist, though, so I expect she will be pitted against only one of them. Which brother will it be that takes the ring? The older, cooler, and collected Deep Blue, or the younger, fiercer, fiery hot red hot. It'll be both of us, naturally. We don't work any other way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in and out, so it'll be a fair fight. You're cool with that, right? Nothing I haven't dealt with before. Come at me together if you like. That's the only way you can win. Big words, big shot, but we wouldn't break the rules, right, bro? We wouldn't, but don't we always? No, we wouldn't. Oh, was that meant to be a secret? Not another word out of you. You've had a good ride so far, kook. But it won't go smooth for you on our turf. You're gonna wipe out and wipe out hard. It is rather interesting that we haven't had duos. But it kind of makes sense. And there you have it, your next opponent. Please see to your preparations and come to the green room. And I'm sorry for this awful mess. There was nothing I could do to prevent it. Is he shaking and crying? It's hard to tell with that because it could have been laughter. This isn't good time for our tour. I'm afraid. Would you mind coming back after I've sorted things out? Those bastards did a real number. Wait, where are the kittens? They're safe. Thankfully, they sensed the danger and fled upstairs. Actually, I actually arrived earlier and witnessed them in the act. I was furious and wanted to stop them, but I feared it would draw the president's attention. Forgive me. I have news. We found a promising lead on Leonie and Eutrope's whereabouts. Truly? One of Honey's devoted fans is an employee of the Ascension Arcadia, and he divulged the details of the security and at the company complex. Thanks to him, we now know that right after your sisters were kidnapped, they curiously doubled the watch in a certain area. According to Green, it's a plushy reception hall used to entertain important guests. In all likelihood, that's where the girls are being held. While security is tight, we have a plan to create an opening and mount a rescue. Sugar will use her magics to cause commotion, which I'll exploit to sneak inside. That's quite daring strategy, but I have faith that you can pull it off. You got this, and I got my thing. We will carry out the mission during your next match. If you do what you do best and put on a good show, the attention you draw to the ring would only aid our cause. You got it. So, you'll be pitted against the extremes next. It reminds me of my own times fighting as a tag team with Hector when we were still no-name newcomers. What? Why have I never heard about this? Our signature move was Ultimate Mega a boom kick. Hector would encase me in flames and send me flying at our opponents. Not only did it look impressive, it had some kick to it as well, pardon the pun. Alas, we hardly drew any specters, so management disbanded our team. We were still trying to find our place back then. But getting back to the present, like all tag teams, the Extremes will unleash powerful coordinated attacks. Take care when you face them. Okay, so definitely pay attention to both of them. Even if one is outside the ring, definitely pay attention to both. Well, I suppose we'd better head back to the head to the green room. The mess can wait for now. All right, let's do this. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Arcadian attendant. Alright, now for the Beach Boys. Yes, I'm going to call them that. Deal with it. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Is that supposed to be seen from... Which side is that supposed to be seen from? Is that supposed to be seen from here? I'm not certain which side this is supposed to be seen from. Right, let's take a closer look at your opponents. So I'm assuming one uses like a fire type thing and one of them uses like a water type thing. Yeah, looks like it. Red Hot and Deep Blue, who form the popular tag team Extremes. They're originally professional surfers who rose to fame with their feats at Solution 9's artificial wave pool. The brothers harness the souls of storm divers, great lizards capable of manipulating the elements, to perform dangerous techniques. You can probably guess, Deep Blue commands water, while Red Hot wields flames. I say brothers, but they're obviously not related by blood. It's just part of their gimmick. Having said that, they do make a fearsome team. To echo Restara, you'll need to be ready for their coordinated attacks. Once you've dealt with them, you'll be just about away from becoming Grand Champion. So get out there and give those gym wreckers what for. We'll see who's the one who wipes out. It'd be interesting if, like the big fight at the end had like something from each of them, each of the different fights that we fight throughout the entire battle, throughout the entire thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. M2. All right, shouldn't take too long. While we're dealing with that, that's not what I want. I wanted this. It'll probably be faster than I can actually do this, but that's fine. Just making sure of things. Yep, good. All right. If I'm remembering correctly, Bloody Mary can be pretty much anywhere. But I think it's usually on this side. Nope, there it is. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, and we did get the little snowman this time. Yay. Alright, healer. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. These guys are probably the like, not easy, but they're probably less challenging than the other one. Is my guess. No, they might not be.
On waves and flames they ride, the deadly duo, their strings.
Yeah, this song feels like a surfing song.
This will be a tag team match of extreme trouble.
I can handle you alone.
My word, such scorn for the challenger. Oh, what fearsome flames! He set the ring ablaze.
I ride inferno.
The flames are spreading. At this rate, the challenger will be trapped.
Yeah, definitely a thing where you want to put everything out at the edge.
Hey, save some fun for me.
Deep Blues lost his cool. He's tagging in.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
This is definitely a wave, for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the thing. You gotta be careful of where he is. That's fine.
You've never seen anything this gnarly.
Oh my gosh. These people. Wait until he does his thing.
You're going down. What a drag. Let's do this together, bro.
Both brothers have entered the ring. Oh, that's grounds for disqualification.
They don't fight alone either, so it's only fair. The extremes fight as one.
It seems the referee is allowing it. It's double trouble for the challenger.
We're just getting started. Hey, check out this smooth teamwork.
Just the tanks, not anyone else. Frick. gosh, frick.
Truly, they're deadly.
Okay, yeah. That's true. It is a lot at once. Holy cow.
This will be a tag team match of extreme proportions.
I can handle you alone.
My word, Saints, the ball with the challenger. Oh, what fearsome flames! He set the ring ablaze.
I lied.
It's actually that part is actually like extremely simple, which is kind of funny. Just like get as few areas as possible. Make sure that it's as little as possible, and then
The flames are spreading. At this rate, the challenger will be trapped.
I'll wipe you out. Hey, save some fun for me.
okay.
Deep Blues lost his crew. He's tagging in.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
Good gods, what an enormous wave!
Okay, he's in middle.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
And they dance out of the way unharmed. Unbelievable!
Twice in a row. Good.
You're going down!
What a drag. Let's do this together, bro.
Both brothers have entered the ring. Oh, that's grounds for disqualification.
They don't fight alone either, so it's only fair. The Extremes fight as one.
What are we supposed to do here?
Brace yourselves, folks. The extremes are holding nothing back.
This is that's challenging. Just staying alive. Holy crap. They have to merge at some point for sure.
You've never seen anything this gnarly.
Impressive footwork on display today.
I ride with verve. You're going down. If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
Okay. They're almost dead.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly. I'm not finished with you yet.
All right, we did it. Nice. And I think we defeated them simultaneously because I didn't even see one of them go down.
The match is decided. Victory goes to the challenger.
All right, so that took care of that. All right, need the head, and we'll also go ahead and need these things. Pass on that. Yeah, and then we pass on everything else. All right, so we just got a head piece, so we're gonna go and do that. Oh, and did I not give a command? There we go. Yeah. Honestly, you just need like 2 battles, and then you're able to, like, the 2 times, and we're able to figure it out. I think you did it again, Halabali. Even together, the brothers were no match for you. Seeing you humble those smug thugs really made my day. Serves them right for making a mess of my gym. Let's do that. With this, you've earned your title shot against the Grand Champion. You need to be more prepared than ever for that bout. But for now, a good rest is in order. Let's head back to the gym. Okay, so before we do anything else, though, we're gonna go get a hat. Well, we might need a little bit of time. First Vamp Fatale, now both the extremes at once. You're incredible. I knew you'd beat those bullies, Halabali. You looked so cool out there. It ain't over till it's over. How will you fare when you have no simulacra at your disposal? Oh, shit. Cowards! Wait, what the fuck? Oh, is that the champion? That's concerning. Oh! The car! Okay, so I actually saw, when I was looking through the mounts and minions thing, the car, there was a car mount that was apparently added. Honorless curs, you are a blight upon the Arcadian. Begone from my sight. That's the tyrant. It's the tyrant. What is the Grand Champion doing here? Put up your weapon, challenger. A true warrior does not engage her opponents outside the sacred ring. I am the Grand Champion of the Ascension Arcadia Championship. And I know all about you, upstart. You think yourself a babyface who brings change, but to me, you're a heel who would tear down our traditions. That's right, you're nothing but a villain. If you are resolved to destroy the Arcadian as we know it, it is only meet that... Wait, what? It is only meet that you understand how it came to be? Listen well. It all began with the president's ancestor, a man who was noble in the kingdom of Lindblum, known for his love and patronage of the theatrical arts. Wait, are you saying that... Wait. When the storm surge came to head, he was forced to flee his homeland. For years, he wandered the endless wastes until, in desperation, he sought refuge here in the enemy Alexandria. To his great surprise, Alexandrians welcomed him with open arms, and in the sight of them toiling hand in hand to build new lives, he saw a vision of the ancient paradise of myth, Arcadia. He longed to repay the kindness he had received, and at length found the answers in the fighting contests that the people enjoyed in secret as a diversion. Using the riches he had brought with him He created a new form of entertainment, one that blends the thrilling fights and gripping theatrics, thus the Arcadian born. Alas, it did not endure in its original iteration. As survival grew more challenging, it became increasingly difficult to host matches. Eventually, they ceased to be held altogether, and the Arcadian was all but forgotten. Years passed, advancements in Electro brought stability and the advent of soul technology, a sense of security for the first time in generations. Alexandrians experienced tedium. Wishing to provide the excitement they craved, the president revived the Arcadian and held matches that pitted recreated simulacra against each other. And when the people clamored for fiercer fights, he satisfied them by introducing them to feral souls. In this way did the Arcadian rise up to become the premier form of entertainment in Alexandria and the pillar of our culture. Yeah, so it's like maybe 100 years at most. This is the Arcadians' history, the legacy that lives on in its sacred halls. This is what you seek to destroy. Feral souls are the very soul of we fighters, and we will not allow an outsider to dictate our culture and take them from us. Hear, hear! All hail the tyrant, the one true king of the Arcadian. You can satisfy people even unenhanced, and feral souls obfuscate the true splendor of battle. That's what I'm going to say. Exactly! More than a spectacle, I want to see a real fight. That's where the excitement lies. You may have garnered attention for fighting unenhanced, but in the end, you are not more than a heel intended to create excitement. It is your fate to fall. I have to wonder, like, how that mount actually works when you're actually driving it. As you saw for yourself, the Tyrant's a force to be reckoned with, even when not using a feral soul. What's more, as Grand Champion, he has free access to Soul Repository, and can choose the best soul for each opponent. That makes it harder to offer advice. If only we knew which soul he'd use, we'd have something to work with. Anyway, let's get back to the gym. I'm anxious to see how the rescue mission went. It failed, probably. Hey, Yana. Restara and the others haven't returned yet. I hope they're alright. They've probably been captured back, too. Restara? Yeah. Oh, he seems fine. Yay! She's okay! At least one of them. Yana! Nayuni, yeah. Nayuni, oh thank goodness. What about the other? I'm sorry, we weren't able to rescue a trope. We found Nayuni in the reception hall, but there was no sign of Eutrope, and no time to search for her. The kidnappers removed Eutrope's regulator when they abducted us, and then they took her somewhere else. Removed her regulator. Oh no. That's what they do when to the immortalized. Come on now. Don't lose heart yet. Times like this, you gotta keep grooving. Have some tact, will you? We're talking about their sister. No, he's right. Now isn't the time to be fearing the worst. It's already blessing having Niuni. It's already a blessing that Niuni is safe and sound. Still, I doubt the president will sit idly by in response. I worry that he might do next. What he might do next, yeah. You can rest easy on that front. We actually have a collaborator on the inside. Met him. What about him? We approached him without expectation, and were pleasantly surprised when he agreed to help. He's contrived to make it so the president doesn't learn about our foray in a hurry. Furthermore, Medem has an idea of where Atrope might be. He promised he would see her safely returned. Medem did all that? Perhaps I misjudged him. He might be the president's pawn. Even if he doesn't know, he could be. I feel uneasy too. What the frick happened there? That's a weird glitch. I feel uneasy too, to be honest, but right now we don't have any other choice but to trust him. Oh right, I have some good news too. While I was locked away in the reception hall, I was able to access a terminal and retrieved some useful information. That is Tyrant's data. In the upcoming title match, he intends to use the soul of a behemoth. Oh, fun! Niuni, that's amazing! Hollow will have a much better chance now thanks to you. Yeah, it's not like I haven't defeated behemoths before. I expect the preparations for that match will be finished soon, so let's head to the Arcadian. We can discuss the fight in detail there. It'll be over soon. Once Eutrope has been freed and you've become the Grand Champion, no one will fight with feral souls again, and those afflicted with psychosis can be cured. As before, we're counting on you, Hollow. We'll all be praying for your triumph. Alright, let's do this. It's one of the kittens. Yay! It seems Palm wants to join you. Perhaps she thinks Hector will be at the Arcadian. Maybe she wants to cheer Hollow on as well. Let's bring her along, eh? Alright, let's do this. Alright, but before we do that, we have something else we need to do. We need to get a headpiece so that it's a little bit better. Oh, hi, Yana. Right, let's make our way to the Arcadian. Given the huge publicity surrounding the match, there's bound to be some fans along the way. Why not take a moment to talk to them? I expect they'll have some words of encouragement for you. Oh. Okay, so I have to walk. That's annoying. Because I actually needed to go to the... Yeah. You can do it, Hollow. You can beat the tyrant and become the Grand Champion. When I grow up, I'm going to become a fighter like you. Then we can form a tag team together and teach the bad guys a lesson. There's not like a thing, is there? No. An optional one. Yeah, I did do that. Okay. Hullabaloo, I can't believe your heavyweight title match is already happening. I have every faith in you'll win and usher in a new era for the Arcadian. Yeah, basically the same shit, just like, you got this. Blah, 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 blah. This is the unstoppable upstart is speaking to me. What an honor this is. Truth be told, I lost someone dear to me in the recent attacks, but as I was wallowing in grief, I saw you facing your foes entirely unenhanced, and it gave me the courage to carry on. I'm not the only one either. There are many others like me who are inspired by your unfaltering figure in the ring, and to see you become Grand Champion would be the greatest inspiration of all. Hearing from your fans really fires you up, doesn't it? They inspire you as much as you inspire them. Come on, let's continue to the green room. All right. All right. Complete. Let's complete this quest. We've been awaiting your arrival, Hullabaloo. And this is Palm. She wants to cheer Hullabaloo on. That's not a problem, is it? No, certainly not, if you would please follow me. Okay. So we will definitely have time once the battle officially starts. Or once we have time to queue. All right. Take the quest. Okay. Third fight. Well, here we finally are. The heavyweight title match. I'm starting to feel a little nervous, I have to admit. All right. The screen, and then we should be good. Seems she wants to find her master, just like Rastara said. It's heartbreaking. Right? Better focus. I suppose this will be the last time for this. But let's take a look at your opponent. Is he alive? That'd be interesting if he was. The reigning champion of the Arcadian, the Tyrant. I'm curious what he's going to look like in his final form. Prior to becoming a fighter, he was a peerless hunter renowned for his mastery of all weaponry. In the ring, he wields an arsenal of arms and freely switches between them as the situation demands. Based on that information, Uni found he'll be using the soul of a behemoth, a fell beast that possesses terrible strength and magics. Yep. In addition to powerful physical attacks, he'll unleash devastating whirlwinds and meteors. More than ever, you have to take care. Now go out there and win one last time, claim the title, and usher in a new era for the Arcadian, one where lives aren't sacrificed for entertainment. All right. All right. First things first. Before we actually start this thing. Oh, they're going to be playing that in there for a while, so I might go back as soon as I get this done. As soon as I grab the helmet. Okay. Alright. This one, I think. Page. Oh, no. No. Wait. This one? Yeah, this one. Okay. Not war. Magic. Alright. The casting helmet. Out of curiosity, what is the... Oh, that's kind of cool. I might... We might use it once that's done. But yeah, so character, put on the new helmet. Oh, what? Oh, that's interesting. So it's basically these two little things on the edge here. That's fun. All right. Let's get this party started. AAC Heavyweight M3. Back in. All right. It shouldn't take too long, so we're going to head back in there. I assume that the music is still going in here. I did not realize I had those earrings on. I mean, it makes sense. It's Historia stuff, so that makes sense. All right. All right, Carby. Let's do this. You could do so much better for a human behemoth merge.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. Another attack evaded with a palm.
How about this?
I assume this is a directional attack. Yep. Okay. Okay, so his attacks kind of make sense, at least with those.
The essence of martial mastery.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched.
He is way too simple. Maybe it's just like comparatively. Maybe it's because people have actually done this one, but surprisingly, he's really simple for what he is. Comparatively, he is way simpler than he was before, than the other ones were. Maybe it's because he's still taking our measure, or whatever he said.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form. He looked even more tyrannical than before.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
Like some parts of this are challenging, but if you know their standard mechanics, it's fairly simple.
I'm nearly down. Can they recover from this? And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
What the frick? That just seems mean.
I will not yield my throne.
Behind frickin' things?
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth!
Okay. I didn't realize what was happening until it was too late there, but that's fine. But we did get people alive, so that's fine.
Oh, he split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs. Oh no, they've been felled.
I messed it up, frick. Okay, healer, come on, you got this.
Power of feral souls makes the Arcadian 180.
Yeah, I think the I didn't even notice what the Q was for that for which side was going to be destroyed. There, but what the fuck? Why was I? What did I get hit by? But yeah, his this fight is pretty well telegraphed. I think I might have missed one part or two. And like the biggest thing that was the problem was the fact that we all got hit by that one part. Okay, this one's gonna be the one where we get chased. But yeah, pretty well telegraphed. I think that this is probably like one of the better fights that I've dealt with. Nice. And victory is ours. He's down. So are we going to face him again, or are we going to face off against the guy? Yeah, I feel like if he was an enemy, he probably wouldn't be as excited about that, but... Alright, so let's...
Until next time.
We'll greed these. Okay. That's what I thought was going to happen there. Which is fine. Player. Give it to the healer. Okay. I wish that you could take more than one. Like, specifically, if you're willing to put in the effort to go through this every single time, especially, like, I would put it down to daily. I think that would be reasonable. Hullabaloo has disposed the tyrant to rise up as the grand champion. Oh, what brings the referee out now? I am pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. Wait, what? Familiar voice? That voice! It's the president! None other, though this is obviously not my true form. I am in my quarters at the upmost floor. A deal's a deal. Tell us where the drop of life is. It is here with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. The drop of life. I haven't the faintest what this is about, but I'd better take a camera to capture these events. Final battle. Final battle arena. Definitely final battle arena. We're probably going to complete and start a new quest, and it's probably going to... Hellboy! What is that monstrosity? The Lindworm, legendary serpent of Eld, and namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume this form. The president has become this terrifying monster? Wait. Are those the champions? The previous champions? And those people, why are they immortalized? Why, they're immortalized. They're the immortalized. Okay. Including her. Oh, shit. Trope! Madam, why is she... You promised we would save her. I'm truly sorry, but it seems he was one step ahead of us. You have served me well, madam, but I have long been aware of your duplicity. Arrayed behind me are the fighters, who have been immortalized with each failed transformation. Their souls were ravaged until they ultimately met their demise. A pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act, here in this faithfully recreated Lindblum Theta. Wait, is this actually? No. No, don't do it. Get that off her. Get it off her. Get the frickin' regulator off her. To use the bodies of the departed as a decoration, this is pure depravity. People of Alexandria, in my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, I have given my very body and soul. I acquired the power of the mighty Lindworm, and then sought to create fighters who could offer me a fierce contest. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by soul-consuming affliction. But at last they may know peace, for the one I have long awaited has appeared. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in the Arcadian history may finally begin. In feverish high shall all sorrow and tedium be swept away. This is unconscionable. How could the president do such a thing? Simply for entertainment? Unenhanced warrior, know that you have merely become heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true grand champion, you must now defeat me. You are a bastard. I'll send you slithering back to your hole. That's the spirit. See to it that you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. A shocking truth has been revealed, and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? Me kicking its ass. To think that the fighters were dying from using feral souls. Just because we wanted thrills. The Arcadian was my escape, but if I'd known the price for it... If this is the way it is, then our only hope is for the unstoppable upstart to win. That's right. Let's all cheer her on against the evil president. Yeah, even the ones that are... See, this is your problem, is that you showed your true colors. You trope. So what's going to happen? I have a feeling like everyone's going to be teaming up with me on this. Not you two, you trope. Not you two. Alright. Final battle. Deep down I feared we might be too late. I steeled myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw the president had exploited my sister and all those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I want nothing more than to fight with you, but I know I'd only hold you back, and I'd be a fool to tempt fate again with a feral soul. In his twisted mind, the president might think this is just a show, but to me this is a reckoning for your trope and for the fallen fighters. Bring that monster to justice, Hallaballi. You know I will. Alright. And it's unlocked? Yep. Let's do this. Okay, so we got a ring, actually. So we should probably go use that. I did greet it, but it's fine. Let's see here. What is my weakest one, actually? That's a question that should be answered first. So that's 750, 750, 750. 710. Okay, we need a ring. We're getting a ring, for sure. Ring casting. Okay, cool. Let's do this. It's time for the final fight. Out of curiosity, what does the full set look like? Interesting. Pretty simple outfit. And I'm assuming like the rings and such are pretty simple. But I like it. I like the outfit. I think that it looks good. And I'm assuming that the healing outfit is just color swapped. Oh no, it's not. It looks like it's pretty similar, but the top is different. Okay. For the healing set. Yeah. It's similar. It is definitely similar, but the top is definitely different. I think after we finish this, I think we're going to look at the gear just to see what it looks like for all of the different things.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
You can tell that he's kind of pissed. I wish that my camera was working right now because my jaw just dropped.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him once more, champion.
I wish I was doing this as a freaking big fight.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting. Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
Ah, frick!
Oh no! The champion's been
I didn't realize what was going on until it was too late. Alright, stay on this side, watch where it goes.
another attack evaded with a blow.
I think that this is the fight that they were talking about in the video, because they said that it was like a really good that it was some group or it was some band, I believe.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! No panic! Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Oh, fuck. Cool. Got out. Okay, so I see how it works. You basically have to aim for the for the opening in the gap. Ow.
Oh dear, the challenger's pulled out the wheel. They've been struck with venom, but they can weather
Wait.
Is decided. Victory goes to the champion.
Wait. This is definitely not the case. Is he...
Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power!
Healed? Yes.
Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
I think they should have made this a little bit longer because it's kind of like after a little bit this song is a bit annoying. There we go. Nice.
Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
Okay. We did it. And no cheers whatsoever from me. That's great. I believe that. Okay, need the minion. And we'll just need everything. See what happens. So we didn't get the minion. Oh well. Alright, and we got some boots. But no minion. How sad. Alright, let's see how this story ends. You did it, Hollow just as I thought you would. Now, tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. That which you seek lies before you. The aether yielded by the Lindworm's heart is the stimulant for regeneration factor. Now set aside your grief for Eutrope and the other fighters. Have not perished. Everyone can still be saved. Everyone except the president. What? Everything has been part of the president's plan to produce a cure to psychonecrosis. Wait, what? So he's not a complete dick? When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the president was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of feral souls. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that had been passed down through his line, the egg of a Lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul from the unborn beast and took it into himself. and though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of preternatural regeneration, he sadly could not use his powers to heal others. To make matters worse, that power meant he was forever locked in its serpentine form, so it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulator still allowed him to control over the Arcadian devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. That was how he was able to make a contract with me and convey his intent to sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the Lindworm was too powerful, even for the tyrant to prove no match, and the Arcadian remained in operation, as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed Cyclone Croesus had to be retired and put into deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Eutrope was kidnapped. The president lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell us? The president was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life to bring greater thrills to the masses. In so doing, he... Wow. Okay. That is, until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you would be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was spur you on, and to do so he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadian, and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man couldn't help but turn everything into a spectacle. It's so absurd one can't help but admire it. So this entire time, we've been puppets in the president's play? Jeez. We need to get its heart if we're gonna do this. Confound it! He's already recovered. Oh, nice. She took off her thing. We'll help too. Oh, is this gonna be a fight where we get to have everyone together? Finally? It's no good. Everybody listen up. Wait, is it Brute Bomber? I swear, what the fuck? The questions can wait. Right now, I need you to all to channel their debate. What? The fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Use it, Hullabally! Our combined power! Oh my gosh! What the fuck? What the fuck? We need to finish him now. Oh my gosh, what the hell? You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us. Oh, did they know the entire time as well? The president confided in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the Challenger's final test. To ensure their hands would not be sullied. It was the battle of a lifetime. Even without feral souls, the Arcadians' future is bright. Okay then. Hector, I thought you were gone. That you died after becoming that fiend. I thought the same, but then I woke up and I was myself again. Madam explained everything after that. The president had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadians' infirmary ever since, but when I saw what was happening on the broadcast, nothing could keep me from coming to help. You okay? I might have pushed myself too hard. Forgot I had this little disease. Little? Right. We should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. I shall personally tend to matters from here. Every soul will be saved, I give you my word. And everyone no longer has the things, right? I've watched the broadcast from start to finish. You are absolutely amazing, Hallaballi. Though it's taken some time, you've inspired me to change my views towards souls, like Yana. I've decided to remove my regulator as well. Oh, did everyone? I think everyone did. Yup. By the way, some people from the Arcadian dropped by earlier to apologize for the president's deception. They even helped us fix up the gym. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. All that remains is to pray that everyone is cured. Sometime later. Here comes everybody! I am pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from the cyclone. Blah, 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 blah. That thing. Yay! My kitties! The symptoms are completely gone. I feel myself again, thanks to the cure. And of course, to you as well, Hallaballi. Yana has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please accept my thanks. Yeah, mine too. I owe you one. But before setting off for their homes, the heavyweight fighters and those who were in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude for you. And it'd be remiss of me not to do the same. Thank you, Hallaballi. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the President's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I am truly sorry. And here I thought you were a true mastermind. I'm gonna say that, yeah. Me, the mastermind? You gave me too much credit. I'm not the I have not the imagination to conceive such an audacious plan. That said, I did work behind the scenes to ensure all went according to script. In light of this, perhaps I could be considered the mastermind. In the end, everything is as the President had hoped. Wherever he is now, he would doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I can never repay. The President actually had one last wish, that those who still bear love for the Arcadia, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us all figured out, as if we're still dancing in the palm of his hand. Lest you wonder, I've arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadian. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are none at present who could offer you contest. Until our fighters have become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any matches for you. I'm sure that day will come soon. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you in unenhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. Unfortunately, unless you're from the source, you might not be able to stand a chance. Even close. Now then, there's to be a crowning ceremony for the Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. All right, back to the green room. Oh, we're so close. So close to being able to get another weapon. Okay. Hi, Yana. The ceremony will be held at, in the very ring we fought in. It wasn't that long ago, yet somehow it feels like an age. But come, everyone's already out there waiting. Make sure you're dressed for the occasion, because all of Alexandria will be watching. Alright, let's do this. I'm wearing a Christmas attire, but let's do this. Ay, ay, ay. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize a new grand champion in the Arcadian, unstoppable force of nature who tore through every obstacle in her way. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The woman who boldly ushered in a revolution, the unenhanced yet undefeated Queen of the Arcadian, Halabali Ami! Hold it right there. What? Who's doing this? It's a farce that you're the grand champion. I refuse to accept it. Who's saying this? Oh, frickin' Brute Bomber. Oh my, the Brute Bomber has burst into Hollow ceremony again. Does this man ever learn? What are you doing? I demand a rematch, just you and me, unenhanced. Not so fast. What? Watching you get tossed aside by a Hollow would hardly be entertaining. I'll be your opponent. Black Cat has leapt into the ring. I dare say this should be an even match. With the president no longer with us, it falls to me, to my humble self, to authorize matches. And on this occasion, I am pleased to approve this an impromptu exhibition. Do I get to play as this? Or no? Let this be the clash to christen the Arcadians' rebirth. She's the claw that gleams in Revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark, Black Cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale, the incorrigible, reprehensible Brute Bomber. What the fuck? I was hoping that they would actually frickin' fight. So we don't get to see their actual frickin' fight. That's just mean. Alright, Yana. I did it. I beat the Brute Bomber. Oh, come on! You could have shown it. Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadian with a bang. Medem came up with the last-minute script, and I agreed to join in. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadian exciting. And as you may have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove their regulators. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we'd still love to see you, so don't be a stranger and drop by at my gym, or the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit it, we played into the president's hands from the start, but it was only because you were the protagonist of his script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our unenhanced Grand Champion, so please allow me to thank you. We're forever in your debt. What orchestron did we just get? The Rings Reprieve orchestron. Okay. Alright, so if we go to into the training, I want to go into both areas just to see who's there. So we have Nayuni, Yana, the Inspired Youth, Eutrope. Okay, and I'm assuming this is blocked. Yep. Eggs, yes. What was that? Oh, that was that. Okay, that's fine. All right. Is anyone just out here, actually? That's a question. So that's our, he is the guy for the Savage to unlock. I don't see any of the others over here. So I assume they're probably over in the other area. Because I would imagine that these guys would be all over the place. That is one thing also that I would like to briefly mention is frickin' those are fans. Are these my fans or the other fans? I think these are the other fans. Oh, these are both. These are all the fans. Okay. So that's where the fans are. Anybody over here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go check the green room. But one thing that I do say that I would love to see more from when it comes to the whatchamadiddle, the why am I forgetting its name? To the cities. Why am I don't know why I was blanking. So one thing that ZA did really well was having it be really well populated, and I think that they need to do that with the cities. But yeah. Hello, Bolly. What brings you to the Arcadian this fine day? Should you have anything you wish to discuss, I shall be happy to oblige. I have nothing left to hide after all. Oh, okay. So that basically, so you can talk to him and he'll give you like information and shit. Okay. So those are, so that's where those guys are. So the girls are all in the Arcadian, or they're all over here at the house. I don't see what's her any of the I don't see any of the heavyweight guys, and I don't see any of the or I don't see the other girls anywhere. Or, frickin' what's his name? Dancing Green. So part of me is wondering if maybe, like, they'd have to be kind of close together, I'd assume. Because, Sugar Riot is over here. All of her artwork is over here. And she has a lot of it. I didn't see Honeybee Lovely anywhere. So yeah, so we need to find Honeybee Lovely, Dancing Green. Who else are we missing? And Sugar Riot. I think that's it. My thinking with this specifically is that she has. What is this? This feels uncertain. Okay. I feel like Sugar Riot would be painting somewhere. I feel like that would be a reasonable thing to expect from her. What the fuck? Why are there Lalafels attacking this guy? What the hell? Or Malalas, sorry. What the hell? Why is there a frickin' Malala gang? The hell? Okay. So yeah, so we did, we checked here. I don't see any of the others. I would like to see them around here somewhere. I think that would be fun. Oh, you're a painter. But you're not Sugar Riot. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure where anything is. Where any of these guys are. I would imagine that they would probably have like specific places that they hang out at. Oh, hi you two. You should not be looking at that. What are you? But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe they are somewhere. I have no idea. But yeah. But yeah, make the cities more lived in. Seriously, that is the one thing that I would like to see from them for them to do at some point, is just make the cities more alive. It's fine to have like a shit ton of people around, and they don't seem to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't see any of the heavyweight guys that we fought. And I don't see any of, I don't see Sugar Riot, Honeybee Lovely, or Dancing Green. So, yeah. I assume that they probably are somewhere, but it's probably going to be a while before I find them. What's in here? Who are you people? You know, it's getting me... one thing that I'm getting thinking is, like, some of these things especially might be, like, some of the first ones that get upgraded or something. That's Hardy Boiled. We don't need to worry about him for a little while. Maybe here? I don't know. Oh, there's Sugar Riot. So some of them are probably just like, excuse me, I'm trying to focus. Oh, I didn't realize it was you. I was waiting for an image to come to me. You see, that I might paint upon a canvas before me. Perhaps I should simply give form to the inspiration you gave me in our battle, though I dare say a single wall will not suffice. Okay. Maybe then some of these guys are over here? So that's her. So where is Honey and Dancing Green, as well as the three, or the, I guess, four of the other guys? What the heck? What is that? Why is there space in here? Okay. That's a back alley. That might lead us to something. Let's see. Oh, yep, there's Red Hot and Deep Blue, so that's another two. Okay. So we're still missing a few, but not many. Not as many as we were. So they have those. So they're in the garage. So we need to find Honey, Dancing Green, and a few more? I don't know. Maybe over here. No. You were important for something else, right? Yeah, you were something for other. That was for something else. Oh, hey, you two. I wasn't expecting you to be here. Okay. So apparently they can just show up. Makes me wonder if like all of the if eventually they'll have like their own wandering thing. I don't think that anybody's over here, so I do not know then what to do when it comes to these. Maybe they're just maybe they're not even in true view. That is a definite possibility for the last few guys. Because like where would Dancing Green go? Genuinely. He'd probably be dancing wherever he is. All right, let's go ahead and go to the information center. Well, I'll probably keep looking around at a later date. For now, let's head to Tuliolol and see if we can get into the Occult Crescent, because I actually haven't been able to. Yeah, I thought that there was a Phantom Village spot I mentioned. Alright. Let's head in, because if we can get a little bit more... We don't need much. We really don't. And I think probably a blue one, like one of the blues should be able to handle it. Okay. Can we get in? Yes. Okay. That was an issue because on Tuesday when I was doing this for the first time, it wouldn't let me in. And I'm not certain why. All right. So first things first, let's see here. You. Silver pieces, let's start with you for other. Oh, there is a new minion. Okay. Is the other one from gold? Yes. So we do need stuff from gold, which I need stuff from gold anyways, so I'm not too surprised by that. But yeah, we got a new minion, I guess. I didn't even look at the new weapons. So the question then is, where do we get the new thing? Alright, so first things first. Bard, I think, to start off with. Yeah, so Bard, Romeo's Ballad. Knight for Prey. And then it's Monk, I think? With Counterstance? Yeah. That's what it is. Alright. Back to Ranger for now. Alright, let's see here. You're underway. Okay. You're almost done, so we'll wait until something new pops up, because that is definitely not going to work otherwise. Okay, so those are both done. What pops up instead? Okay, good. So my question then is, what exactly happens to the other things? How do we get the other jobs? We know that it's out. We know, I think they've confirmed that it's out. I would assume it would probably be from one of the special things. Like, probably a critical encounter. Is my guess? Would it be? Oh, we do have a critical encounter. Let's at least see what happens with the critical encounter. Because that might determine some things. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. If we go to Lodestone, do they have anything about the actual new guys? The new classes? I'm not seeing anything. Let's see. Oh, patch notes. Here we go. Let's look at the patch notes. Isn't it? I thought that was here. Or am I insane? I could have sworn that it was today. That it was with this new thing. Miscellaneous. Am I dumb? No, what's those? Yeah, here we go. 3 new Phantom jobs have been added. New accessories have been added. New items available from Expedium Antiquarium of the South Horn. New rewards are available from treasure coffers in the field. Okay. So it might be from treasure coffers. But after this, we will go back and we'll see what happens. Because that might be where it is. And I might have misread things. Because I think that it might be the battle items, actually, that those new guys are. Alright, so we'll do this, and then we'll see what happens. Right, it's where the axe is that is open. Slash him. Behind him, if you can see it. He seems weaker than before. I feel like he's going down faster. Okay. Did they add anything here? I don't think they did. Okay. Start with the big one. Wait for this phase to finish up. And then we'll accept the thing. Behemoth. We're going to finish this off, and then we're going to go ahead and head. Yeah, so once we know for sure if it's from the, if it's from that one thing, we're going to call it. Alright, let's return. Because I think I might have mistaken what I was reading. Okay. So if we go to Battlecraft items, Mystic Knight and Dancer are both from here. Okay, so Mystic Knight and Dancer. So that's two of them. Battlecraft items. Okay, and Gladiator you purchase with 1,600 of those. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the details of this. We're not actually going to use it right now. But yeah, so there's Mystic Knight, Sundering Spellblade, and Dance. Okay, so what is this? Delivers an attack with a potency of 200. Oh, okay, so that's pretty simple. Creates a barrier around self or target party member that absorbs damage equivalent to 20% of the caster's HP. Okay, so this one's mostly an attacking one. This one, I'm assuming... Oh, okay, so this is a, various different things, actually. Looks like this... Quick step evasion. Steadfast stance. Oh, okay. Okay, so, yeah, that seems interesting. Looks like it's pretty simple, very similar, so... Dancer seems very similar to how Dancer currently works. And Spellblade seems to be pretty simple, all things considered. And then, yeah, looks like we're going to have to do some gold farming, which I might do a little bit of that. I'm not certain exactly when. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. Like I said, so yeah, I didn't get to actually talk. I didn't really get a chance to talk about what exactly the plan is for tomorrow. But we will not be playing as. I think I can say with certainty, we most likely will not be playing with Hollow Bally on that stream. I'm thinking what I might be doing from this point forward is on Tuesdays are going to be Hollow Bally streams. Fridays are going to be Zowo streams, which is on a different server. It is on Coral rather than on well, Hollow Bally is on here on Coral. Zowo is on Lamia. So yeah, I think that for certain situations, Hollow Bally will take precedence. So like if an event is happening on Fridays, Hollow Bally will be the one that's going to be taking over. But yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.